The number one thing that you guys want to focus on is truly staying consistent at whatever it is that you're doing. Don't get shiny object syndrome. Stay focused on one specific thing that you're focused on and operate with a system. The reason I always say operate with systems is because that's going to be the only way that you can maintain true consistency in your efforts to stay and maintain forward movement. Okay? Guys, that's one of the biggest things. If you're able to work every day, or you're able to make a little bit of progress every single day, you are going to be making what's called compounding progress. And compounding progress is essentially a little bit of movement, a little bit of things that you make happen every day. It's not 15 to 24-hour work days. It's not making your eyes bleed, okay? It's staying consistent day to day, okay? And that's going to be the difference of what I want you guys to understand here, okay, is when you're actually staying focused on truly staying consistent each and every day, and you're making forward movements, and you're making forward actual strides. That's the difference between you and your competition. Your competition, you're going to have some that don't go the extra mile. You're going to have some that do go the extra mile. The one thing I want you guys to realize here is that no matter where you are, there's going to be someone working or trying to work double as hard as you to get what you want, right? To get what you want. So you want to focus on these things, okay? Stay consistent. Don't let a day go by without you making forward movement or forward progress, okay? Most people are not going to work every day, okay? So if you're working every day, plus you're working the weekends, you're already ahead of so many other people out there, okay? Because there's people taking off the weekends, like I said the other day, and there's people not staying consistent each and every day. Okay, when you actually stay focused and make moves every day, you look back at the end of 3, 6, 9, 12 months, and you're like, oh my gosh, it didn't even feel like I worked that much because you're consistent, right? You're following a muscle memory pattern, right? And that's the difference, guys. I want you to almost create a muscle memory in your life, right? To not only work consistently, but to make sure that you're doing quality work each day. If you become normalized to the fact that work is to be done each and every day and that you don't deserve that much time off, you could take time off, right? You could have time off at the end of the day. You can have blocks. But if you're trying to achieve something of massive notoriety, like I said the other day, you have to be able to go the extra mile. You have to do what the other folks are not willing to do, right? And that's the difference maker, guys, okay? That's the true difference maker. In anything that I've been able to do, I've been able to maintain consistency, right? And that consistency has gotten me to that next level to where I, am building an infrastructure. And that's the real goal. You want to focus on something that's a long-term play. You don't want to be involved in anything that's just like a 2-week pump and dump or something that you're not going to be focused on real consistency with, right? You want to have real longevity in what you're operating, and you want to build it to be, long-term. And guess what? You putting in a little bit of effort each and every day, you're chipping away at the Michelangelo sculpture, right? And that's ultimately what's going to get you to that next level. It's constantly moving, staying in the game and moving forward, not picking and choosing what it is that you want to work, not picking and choosing what it is that you make progress, right? Work when you feel like crap. Okay, work on the days that are nice out. Work on the days that everyone's out and about. Work on the days that are going to separate you from the pack. Okay, that's the difference, right? You're going to make it to the top, but you're not going to go with the pack. Okay, you have to go as a lone wolf. You have to go as a lone wolf, right? You could bring a few, right? But you're going to have to let go of a lot of dead weight to get where you're trying to go. And that's the reality that so many of us will soon see as we get higher and higher in our entrepreneurial journeys. If you're just hopping on, good to see you guys over here on Instagram. Good to see you over on YouTube, Ecom Empires, Beyond Six Figures. Good to see everybody. If you're just hopping on now, drop a heart on the video if you guys don't mind. I'm going live a lot lately, dropping some awesome value bombs. And good to see everyone here today. If you're watching on the replay, drop hashtag replay below, and I'll be picking a few people to win some free hoodies, which would be really cool as well. But good to see everyone watching in BSF and everywhere else in between. We're using StreamYard over here. We got IG going here, which is super cool. And I just wanted to hop on and share these things, guys, because I think it's a big deal. It is a big deal. You got to have that compounding progress. It's a necessity. If you're trying to make it in entrepreneurship, e-commerce, digital marketing, whatever you're trying to do, I think it's a prerequisite. It's a prerequisite to have compounding progress already. You have to know what that is, right? When you actually have systems, you have structure, and now you have true direction, you have to apply that compounding consistency and daily progress to it now. It's not just like you could, show up at the laptop and do nothing, right, every day, and that's compounding progress. No, you have to actually know what to do, know how to get ahead, know what to operate on, know what direction to go, and that's how you'll stay consistent. Right? That's how you'll stay consistent, because you're actually on a path that's driving you forward. You're not just moving in circles, listening to some idiot on TikTok who has no idea what he's talking about, who's been in the game for 2 years, right? But you have a system and a structure because you're actually focused on using proven strategies and proven foundational builds because you're building a real business, not just some 2-week pump and dump. That's what we focus on here at Beyond Six Figures is actual companies, right? We actually build assets here, valuable actual infrastructure. We're not interested in just launch monkey numbers. We're interested in keeping something going for the long term. And that's the difference, guys, right? That's the true difference. And so many people fail to understand that half the battle is just working consistently. You could have the greatest system, the greatest flow in the world, right? But if you don't apply it, how do you expect to be consistent? How do you expect to scale if you're not actually applying it day in and day out? You have to focus on true momentum and driving it each and every day. I'm telling you, that's the hack, right? Now, let's say you start to get used to working each and every day. And you're also starting to get used to researching and doing homework and using proven strategies. When you adapt and when you adopt proven strategies and adapt to working every day and combine those together, you're using a proven framework and now you're working consistently. That's how you make real progress. So many people just do one or the other, right? They'll find a half-assed system from some idiot on TikTok, okay, who has no idea what they're doing, truthfully, okay? And then what happens is they're going to follow that. They're not going to work consistently, and they're going to wonder why they didn't build a business. Okay, or if you actually follow someone who's been doing this for a decade or longer, actually has proven themselves over and over and over and over and over again, right? And what happens thereafter is you test it out, you utilize the infrastructure consistently, and you can build something great. Don't just go mindlessly in a bunch of different directions because there's a bunch of people running ads or telling you to do a certain thing. Focus on what it is you want to achieve, what it is that you want to do, and you'll be able to actually find some real forward consistency. We got my man Charles in the house. He says, he goes, $1 million information. Colleges can't teach that right there. Appreciate you, Charles. Good to see you, brother, man. Hopefully all is well. Charles is a very, very successful dude. Loves Beyond Six Figures. Used a lot of our systems. Give him a follow. Absolute stud. Congratulations on your success, brother. It was an absolute pleasure rocking with you and lending you all the insights and information that I possibly could, Charles. I can't wait to see you soon as well, brother. And guys, seriously, realize that. That's the difference. Have a proven framework and focus on true consistency with it each and every day. If you're someone who has difficulty being consistent in the work field or in the field of building your business, that's a problem. It's a big problem. You have to address that immediately. So please do. Okay. And I want to leave you with that. If you're someone who focuses on, business and you're excited by business and you want to build a great business, you want to scale further, you want to break the 100K month, break the 500K month, whatever it may be, whatever your hurdle is right now, realize that the only thing that's standing between you getting there is true compounding progress and being prepared, right? Putting forward the effort truly each and every day and not stopping. If you do that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years straight, obviously I'm saying, not 24 hours a day, but a little bit of work or a lot of work every day. After 1, 2, 3 years, you look back, the amount of progress and money that you've usually made after is pretty insane. So take it from me, guys. This is not an overnight strategy. This is not, you're going to be rich tomorrow. You got to put in the work. Do this for about 1 to 3 years and watch what happens. Watch what happens. If you adopt this ideology into your life and you truly focus on working a little bit every day and not stopping and making sure that you actually do work a little bit every day, don't take any particular day off. Just keep the movement going constantly. Do that for a few years. Watch what happens. Watch what happens, ladies and gents. I'm telling you, it's one of the most incredible things that you'll see. You'll look back and you'll ultimately see, wow, I made it this far and it didn't even feel like I overexerted myself, because you're staying so consistent each and every day. You're breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. That's how we're so successful in our companies. That's how we build e-commerce brands. That's how we build our service companies, right? Through consistency day in and day out, not through inconsistent working or half-assed systems, right? There's a reason you see the consistency coming out of my Instagram, out of my BSF Facebook group so much. It's because the people that we work with do well because we're using systems and we're enforcing that we do it constantly and every day, right? It's not rocket science or magic or some magic pixie dust we sprinkle on. It's doing it the right way with real systems and structure and not running a 2-week pump and dump like half these clowns in the industry will do just to get a cool screenshot. It's about actual consistency. It's about actually driving forward for real, staying focused and building something world-class that people love. That's the difference maker. It's not rocket science. It's actually doing things correctly with integrity, with consistency, with ambition, and with high perception, because everything that you build should be of the highest quality. That's the reputation you want. Anything you put out, anything your brands put out should be of the highest quality. And if you do that consistently, watch as you maintain your compounding progress every day, that reputation, that notion just gets higher and higher with everything that you're doing, ladies and gents. Okay? I love you guys. I wanted to just hop in here and mention that real quick. Hopefully you guys are doing well. anyone's been in the Facebook group over the last several days, if you're on the Instagram, you're not in the Facebook group, go on Facebook, type in Beyond Six Figures, all letters, Beyond Six Figures with Justin Wall. You'll see the group of 50K people. Join it. You're going to see so much consistency from our tribe and everything else in between. I highly recommend getting in there. We got a lot going on, guys. I love y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy it. If you're hopping on the replay as well, you want to win a hoodie, drop hashtag replay below, and I'll make sure you guys, or I'll make sure if you guys who comment replay actually get your hands and win a hoodie as well. So I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy it, and I will see you guys soon.